in the chat as well. And first, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. The guy says to me in the text, he says, Marantz, why are you going live? Everyone's watching Netflix tonight. And that's because there's a pointless fight between Anthony Joshua, is that who it is? And one of the Paul guys. Let me explain something to you guys. If you guys find it entertaining, a fixed fight, a rigged fight, a non-essential thing in your life, then go for it. That's how I feel about sports. I think sports are a waste of my time. The minute I found out sports were a waste of my time, I was like freed from it all. The chains of mass media. I don't wake up and watch Sports Center like I used to. I don't hear the sports talk shows. They don't interest me. You know what I hear? I hear a bunch of jabber, just ja. Who cares? Like, you should see my feed. Somebody comes, who's the greatest basketball player in this picture? Who gives a fuck? I don't care one bit. What's that got to do? Is that going to help me feed my family? Is that going to make me a better person? Am I going to be more educated from that? There's like all these rules in life that you have to do to be successful and or to be an asset and or to make it just a little easier on your children. And none of them are, I got to know every sports topic in the world and that's going to make me intelligent. No. Sports knowledge is pointless. I'm telling you, I have a lot of it. It's pointless. But life knowledge, how to navigate. You know, I learned some stuff from Ryan Cohen. And we're going to talk about GameStop tonight. And by the way, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice, a lot of education, though. If I could watch you every day, I would cancel my cable subscription. Thanks. Means a lot to me, Hulk Hogan. You know, and thank you, Arlo, for the $10 sticker, the super chat. It means a lot for the channel and the following we have and what it, you know, that $10 comes out on the other end. It's either at GameStop or GameStop, right? It's all the same. So the things I learned about Ryan was, one, I found out that he has like this charisma, right? Like you see Ryan Cohen and because he doesn't speak so much, you're like, well, maybe he's just a mute or he's antisocial or he's just awkward. And, you know, you see the guys who talk too much, like Adam Aaron and or Alex Karp. I mean, this guy's on something. Every time I see him, I feel that way. But, and that's just me, but my perception. But Ryan has charisma. And you can't confuse it. Like, the idea, and I always got to fix people on this one. They always say, oh, that guy's really good at sales. You ever heard that before? Oh, he would be good at sales. They tell you something like that. Why? Because he has an outgoing personality and he talks a lot. And and you just go, oh, shit, you don't know anything about sales. You don't have a clue. Sales has nothing to do with how much you talk. It's how much you listen. You have to listen for the triggers and then you execute and you pounce. Charisma? They go, oh my God, he has charisma. He's going to be a great leader. The people will follow. They will listen. They will conform. They will be inspired or motivated. One of the three, I don't know. There's nothing to do with that. Charisma does not develop leaders. Leaders have charisma. There's a big difference. Know the difference. You say, oh man, because is that real? Is that sincere? Is that a flash in the pan? Somebody might have a funny joke. Might be a class clown. He talks a lot. He does, okay. Sure as hell doesn't listen. And I tell you this because the way sales works, it's awesome. And in your companies or in your business, whatever you guys do, like A lot of times people think they're successful because they start a company, and for that first month or two, they do the whole reaching out, 5 degrees of separation. I know all these people, therefore I have all this business. I'm going to make all this money. You hire someone new, they can refer their friends and family. And you're like, man, look at me. I'm doing great. No, you do great for about 2 months. Then that goes away. Now, what are you really worth? Who are you really? Can you stand on your own 2 toes? You know, reputation will only get you so far. But there's something that I've been doing for 5 years. And we're going to talk about the suppression. That's fine. I mean, it was brought up today. You know, Jay sent me a text, and everyone started messaging me, and they're like, "Did you see what Motley Fool and did you see what Weeble did? Did you see what these guys just did?" And I was like, I get it. We'll talk about it. But what I'm going to tell you is the tweet from Larry Chang tonight. I don't know if you guys saw it today, but I will show you. Tu tienes carisma, Marantz. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. This is going to be Larry Chang's tweet 6 hours ago. And let's get that fight off of there. But here we go. So his tweet says, intentionally slowing revenue growth to optimize customer experience first is a predictor of success. Ramping revenue growth with bad customer experience is a negative indicator. Financial analysts say the latter is better than the former. Investment acumen says the opposite. Well, there you go. Remember I told you guys about a linear chart? I told you guys there's this linear chart in business where you're going to want to go from marketing that generates the phone to ring to sales, where you generate those phone calls into dollars, and then you sell it, and then you take that and you go to the next step, which is admin. They process the whole idea, and then on the backside, production does the work. Boom, here you go. Now you have it. And or in this case, retail final delivery. Don't worry. What could I do if I make the phone ring and I go crazy with marketing? Nothing, because I don't have the personnel to sell. I don't have the inventory to take it in. So you get where I'm coming from? You have to build it backwards. You have to build up the production itself first. You have to then build up the admin, build up the sales part. Then we can do the marketing. Everybody knows this. If you don't, or you should. And I pray you guys take these notes. So Larry Chang says it out loud today. He says, listen, guys, I don't want it. I don't want these revenue numbers to be through the top. They could be. We could just throw money at it. We could just throw out all this and grow like crazy and then not have enough resources to fix the issues and or to create a culture. But GameStop's creating a culture that, hey, every video I see, I remember I type it in, GameStop hate. Boom, I type it in. And then it's like video. And you know what it always is? Some disgruntled employee from like 5 years ago when I worked at GameStop. They were ridiculous, bro. No breaks, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, bro. Shut up. You were a retail punk, and now you're making a YouTube career off of your experiences with GameStop and bashing it. I guess I could be great at it if I just said, this was my experience. Who cares? That's not what it is. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I've had this experience with myself with the way I create content. Some people, I give you examples like Jeremy. Let's use Jeremy. This is a great example. Jeremy creates content to attract more viewers. Okay? I create content for my current viewers. I'm not worried about getting new ones. There's a difference in mentality. I want to cater to my current clientele and make sure I give them the best information possible. Now, if someone manages to come over, awesome. But to keep creating new things to say, this is what I want, and you're talking about the same thing, it's like, well, why do you keep doing this? Who are you trying to trigger? We already had this conversation. So, Marantz, how do you get to make up things about GameStop every day? How do you get to talk about it every day? No, I talk about my experience. My experience holding GameStop? What was my experience today? I bought $25. About $25, and I sat there and I go, okay, I feel good. Stock comes down $22.50. That's awesome. My cost average is there. I'm $1 away. I'm not bad. I want to get as much as I can down here. But think about what I told you. This content creation thing is baffling to some people because some people make videos to try to attract more people. Try making content to appease the ones you have. That's what GameStop's doing as a company. GameStop as a company is concentrating on a response rate from their core group of shoppers. They know their clientele, their demo, they know it all. You don't think they know their demo? They put a goth girl in front of you to trigger some of these guys not named Houston Wade, because she was of age. They put her in front of you and they said, "Hey, you like this? Don't worry, we got her." Now all these jokers are liking, subscribing, and doing. They're playing with you. They know what they're marketing at. Then I can handle that. And we'll talk about that sick son of a bitch when I'm ready to talk about him. There's been a lot to take in today, and I'm happy for it. Love you, Marantz. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you. Paul getting knocked out just like Woodley just got from Silva. See, you guys are watching this shit? Jay, that's ridiculous, bro. That is crazy. I missed that tweet. Nice catch up. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I've got to the age where I have to deal with new hires from this lazy entitled generation. Mindset shifted first since COVID lockdown. Oh, it's unbelievable what you might encounter. Yeah, I remember when I was new and had lots of questions. You were awesome and made videos just to answer my questions. Nobody does that. Thank you. Sure. You're welcome. I think it's one thing about this generation, just so that we're clear, if you guys are looking about the new hires that we were talking about, and I would even tell you about Wall Street. Wall Street's playing, they're in lockstep with this. And then you as an owner of a business, you guys are all owners. And if you know this yet, if you have to change your mindset, but you are an absolute owner of a company. Now, do you get to dictate the day-to-day operations? No. But the direction that the company's taking, you get to invest on it. Therefore, you own it. And you should conduct yourself as that. Having conversations with people about ownership and success, they don't understand because they're not business owners. They don't have the viewpoint that you do, that I do, that Ryan Cohen does. Watch. When someone invests money into a company, what's the first thing they do? They go, "Oh, they made a mistake. They're losers." Because it's an AI response. It limits your mistakes and or it gives you a different outcome. You guys ever want a resource? Use AI for, I want to come up with a name to name this marketing company. Guess what you'll do? You'll get 500 examples and you got to go pick one. I think we should call it ATP. All things physical. Like, you just come up with shit. And it's right there in front of you. You can't get wrong. You can't go wrong. Those companies that make errors, those companies that make mistakes, you learn a lot from them. Certainly if they're on the side of trying to do better and or trying to be what they are. I say that with caution because I've seen people, do other things, mistakes. I've seen them. And you look at yourself and say, wait a minute, it's more than just a mistake. Right? Like Mullen Automotive and David Mitcher was more than just a mistake. It was criminal. It still is. I don't understand. I don't understand how people are just so okay with losing money because they believed in a publication and people. Let me tell you guys, if you guys don't believe that there's a mafia out here in social media, a blind mafia, a suppression machine, look at this channel for it all. This channel's not allowed to succeed whatsoever. You guys are the grassroots movement you've ever seen. We're going door to door, ringing doors, knocking on doors, and having conversations. While everyone else gets to do a mailer, everyone else gets to do a flash sale, everyone gets to just go out there and get their shit published in the radio, we literally are walking when it comes to this channel. And I don't have a problem with that, but this morning proved it more than anything. Because if you guys did not see the video, I posted a video this morning. And I counted all the things that were wrong in the article that was pumped out by Motley Fool. I said, listen, they don't even talk about the cash, the earnings, the change in direction of the company. They talked about none of that. Yet they compared it to Amazon, which is ridiculous. That's like comparing you to me, Tonko native. Anyway, so it was ridiculous, but I would say 15 minutes after my video, here comes a blurb. And by the way, we are aware GameStop has improved their cash. It mimicked. It was like a response to my video, and somebody put it up. Yeah. Are you watching? Wall Street, are you guys watching? I mean, I know you are. YouTube kind of gave it away. You know, I don't know if you guys remember this, but YouTube told me where the bulk of my watchers come from. It was New York and Canada. I'm sorry to break it to you, Sunshine. I don't know anybody in New York and Canada. I don't have a damn clue. I know like 5 people, but the bulk of my watchers are from New York and Canada. How? That was crazy to me. But, you know, it wasn't even California, and my home base is California. Tonko's taking strays, bro? My bad. The Big Long. That's the next movie title? Yeah. My dogs are barking. You know how I feel about that when my dogs are barking. I'm ready to fight. Here's another like misnomer out there that people talk about. They'll talk about Ryan Cohen as in he has no experience in video games. He has no experience in brick and mortar retail. He's an e-commerce guy. Ryan made plenty of mistakes walking in, and he even admitted it in his interviews. But you tell me how many lines of coding Tim Cook has done. He doesn't know how to build a computer. Nope. But he's the number one CEO. Because when you're a production manager, director, you know how to build things. You know what the expectation is. You know how to hold people accountable. That is the genius of it all. So when I look at Ryan Cohen and Larry Chang, Alan Adel, the whole crew at GameStop, they know how to do this program on any company, and they're writing the playbook right now. You count the category, and they're going to count the dollars. That's all it is. So I'm very excited for that. I just want people to know the trend of what it might be. So I want to get back to Larry Chang for a second. Larry Chang comes out with the tweet that you guys just read, and he's basically telling you that GameStop is not marketing to the outsiders. It's not slop. They're running these test programs, these test pilots with their current customers. They're not trying to steal market cap from anyone. Nope. Existing customers, existing plans, you get to save money doing it, and you get to have an RR, a response rate. And in some cases for you investment fools, an ROA, an ROI, an ROIC. So you guys get all those dollars out there, and you guys are trying to judge them based off of if they were to spam it out and get dollars, but not culture. You need to develop this culture. You need to educate your shopper. You need to indoctrinate how they do things. It's awesome. Kids in the 60s and the 50s grew up diving under their desk thinking they were going to save themselves from an atom bomb. Tell me why. They were taught this. You were taught a lot of things. You were taught to put your money in a coffee can, buried in the dirt. Put it under your mattress. Don't trust banks. You were taught these things. Well, right now, GameStop's teaching you value Pokemon cards when they have them. When they do a set release, be outside that door. Get ready to rock. It's Christmas. People are buying things. This is the busiest shopping weekend right now this weekend. Everyone will be at the stores. GameStop is prepared for it. They have inventory. They have over 37,600 PSA graded cards on the website right now. I did a gift exchange today, and guess what was the number one item? PSA graded card. I promise you. It was. They were passing it. They were like, I want that. I want that. I want that. It was awesome. Anyway, let's talk about the the evilness that we have to get out of our system tonight. When I first started reading up on GameStop, I came across a video, and the guy's webpage was called, the YouTube channel was called It's a Buy. Can't find it anymore. It was called It's a Buy, and he interviewed Houston Wade. Houston Wade is a YouTuber that had 20,000 followers at least, and he would go live, and he would portray himself to be some type of professor and geologist and gemologist. So it kind of played the part where he came out and said what GameStop's going to do, and GameStop's going to the moon, and that triggered a lot of people to invest. And I'm talking about who's the first one I ever saw do an interview in February of 2021. And it was a compelling interview. It was an interview that I watched and I said, whoa, this is verbiage I've never heard before. It was that compelling. It was. And as the time went on and the years went on, I found him to be extremely emotional when it came to conservative versus liberal views. Okay. Everyone has their opinion. I have a strong opinion. You know, I've had Baby Droid come on the show, and he had a strong opinion for the left. I've had numerous other people with strong opinions for the right. It's okay. We're all human. We got to live on this planet. You only have two choices, or at least that's what you've been told and or indoctrinated to know or think. So anyway, I was watching. And as I watched, I believe it was like my first 6 months, my first 4 months, he had asked if we could do a show together. And he had asked via Twitter, my old Twitter account. And I was like, nah, I'm good. He got upset because here I am, a small GameStop channel, and I said no. A lot of people remember this. I don't know if you guys remember, but some do. And I said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to pair up with them. And I said, why? I gave my reasons. One, I don't associate myself with guys like that. Men that aren't men. No wife, no kids, and had no real reason for his existence of being single other than to complain that women just didn't like him. I said, well, maybe your advancements are wrong. That's how I saw it. And I've talked about this openly here on the show. Any man who's getting mad at other men for the way they approach women, like he would write a post and he'd be like, oh, all men make me sick. He would put stuff like that. These guys, they're just so insensitive to women's rights and needs and blah, blah. He'd say a lot of this shit. And I'd just be like, yo, bro, are you fishing for like a cop? Are you looking for a liberal wife? Like, what are you looking for? The bride to be? I didn't understand it. I was like, because men don't talk they honestly, men really don't talk that way. No, if a woman wants to defend herself, she can do it gladly. She doesn't need a knight in shining armor to come through. No one's asking for it. Doesn't work that way. I'm just telling you how it works in the world of content creation. Can't make a whole video of me defending every womanizing comment. No, I just disassociate myself from them. Andrew Tate, let that be the lesson. Andrew Tate comes on Marantz. He follows me on Twitter to this day. I say I want nothing to do with that guy. I won't even fish it for it. I won't even ask for it. I don't want why? Because the way he talks to women. And I felt that our viewership here, between Amber, Sharon, I believe it was Pam, and it was who's our Depeche Mode young lady? I forget her name at the moment. Wow, I don't know why, but you know who I'm talking about. You guys know, Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy. We had the ladies in here, and I said, "There's no, and maybe it's not a lot. It's 4 out of 14,000, whatever it may be. I didn't care. It could be 1. I don't need it." Anyway, back to Houston. I know you're on a diet, but next time you're out, Marantz, Get a fruity Christmas tree, mincemeat pie, and coffee on me. Well, I really appreciate that end game, and I will do all of that. Except we don't sell mincemeat pie. We're basically mini Mexico over here. But I'll check it out, bro. But I appreciate you so much. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I started seeing this guy post more and more and erratic behavior. That's when someone came into my chat and told me that he was a convicted felon and or he had got sued for defamation of character, slander, all of the above in his hometown. And he was harassing a neighbor on one of these blog pages and spread lies about that neighbor and in turn got arrested for it and got charged or whatever and got sued for like $500,000. It was real. And they were sending me videos and posters. They sent everything. So this guy's been saying the same sob story that he's not broke or that he has investments and that he's buying them and all of this. But while he still has to file for bankruptcy, he has no money, and he's got degrees and he works at a restaurant. I don't know. I didn't care. I didn't care because I think it was Pepperwood Salt that sent me the video. Pepperwood Salt sent me a video that showed Houston Wade claiming he was going to do a scavenger hunt in America, and you had to go find his gems and his rocks, and if you did, you got to keep them, and then within a day he claimed someone found it all and they were awarded riches beyond belief, but yet you had to pay money to get the info, and I don't even know. It was ridiculous. But Pepperwood Salt made a whole video about it. It was like, no, Houston Wade's a criminal. He's a liar. I was like, oh. So I knew to stay away from him. I knew I didn't want anything to do with him, so I stopped associating my YouTube channel with him at all. Anything. I didn't want to reference him at all. I just stopped. Then came along PP Seeds. And when I've seen all the partnerships between Houston Wade and Cosmic, Houston Wade and Tony De Niro, Houston Wade and Marcus May, Houston Wade and PP Seeds, I said, what the hell is going on? I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. I remember I told you guys that Bill Pulte put out the offer for me to go on stage, and you guys have seen the writing. I'm not making this up. Go on stage, do the show with PP Seeds, Ian Carroll, Houston Wade, Vivek, and himself. And what? Make fun of them all if I had to, get out there, rant, do what I do. They invited me to that. And I said no. I turned it down. Why did I turn it down? Not that I wouldn't love that opportunity to be out there and maybe we do something for me. Maybe we get myself some more views and followers. Or maybe I have a job and I'd rather go to work. I never understood how 300 people can meet up in the middle of Florida Hangar. Don't they have jobs? Don't they have lives? Don't they have children? Who are these weirdos? I don't have time for that. I gotta work. I gotta grind. Every check is counted for. I've never understood this shit. But then I saw it. I saw Houston Wade sitting on stage with Ian Carroll and PP Seeds. You know what's mind-boggling? Houston Wade went and did that and got 0 new followers. PP Seeds still has the same following that he had 2 years ago. No growth. Michael's had a tremendous amount of growth on his Twitter that he keeps buying subscribers for. I don't know. Or is it just bots? I don't know. 24,000 or something. Okay, bro. I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I don't try to. I just know that if they push go live right now, nobody shows up. That's what I know. So the channel with all the interaction, the channel with all the comments, the channel with all the subscribers, channel with all of that, this one is suppressed to get out to the masses because we speak the truth. I told you I didn't like Houston Wade because I didn't like his vibe. I didn't understand how a man that old, who claims he's charismatic and he's charming, and he's got women throwing themselves at him. That's what he claimed. In my DMs, women are just they're erratic. They want to hook up. They want to date. They want to meet me. I mean, how many blind dates are you going on, bro? Then he has a roommate, and he has National Geographic magazines that he wants to look at. Marantz is just built different. He's a real one. So let me get this right. Can't wait. I got to read. There's so many comments here, guys. I apologize. Before I read your comments, let me keep doing what I'm doing. I'm telling you this story for a reason. Because there's like this common denominator. You guys know that Houston Wade pushed out AMC and pumped it? You know that he pushed out and pumped MMTLP? You know that he pushed out and pumped Bed Bath & Gone? All while claiming GameStop's a good investment until you had to talk shit about Ryan Cohen? Oh, I remember. So I'm sticking true to my guns here, and I'm going to tell you guys, I've never wavered, not for a day, from GameStop and what it will be, what it is, and what it should be. I've never wavered, not for a day, from you guys. I do the right thing for all of us, for myself included, whatever it may be, but myself last pretty much. And now we had this moment in life that unfortunately Houston Wade can outlive. You see, Houston, you're going to watch this. You're going to watch this one day from a prison cell. But Houston Wade, you're going to wish you hit on some women and they didn't send you nude photos, and maybe you rubbed them the wrong way. Maybe you were inappropriate. You're going to wish that was you. Houston Wade was arrested the other night and charged with an attempted sexual encounter with an 11-year-old female that he thought was an 11-year-old female. This is the community you foster. AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, PP Seeds, Bill Pulte. I'm telling you right now, you guys have an extreme lack of this, people call it this radar, of how to read people, judge people. You know when women have this intuition and they're like, ew, he's a creep. They know. They feel it. They feel the awkwardness. I can see it through the screen on a lot of these people that you guys hang out with and talk to. Because there's a lot of things that don't match. A lot of things that don't match, guys. When I see Adam Aaron, Alex Karp, you tell me who's authentic. Things are not adding up in that world of investing. When it comes to content creation and channels being created, things didn't add up when it came to Financial Journey, didn't add up with Trade Trades, didn't add up with Matthew Kors, didn't add up with TMI, didn't add up with Houston Wade. It didn't add up with the Ape Father. A lot of things don't add up. I can go on. Tony De Niro, poster child for not adding up. I'm telling you, you think that a man in his 50s with a girlfriend and a wife in her 20s is not a clear indicator of something wrong? Or you think it's just the Jerry Springer show out here? You think this shit is just for, you have a myopic view. Always ask you, how do you feel? Now that you gave me this didactic answer, give me the emotional one. I find it disgusting. Well, I find love has no age. It's okay. No, there's a mentality here. There's a mentality to deal with something. You know, every time I see Tony De Niro give me this idea to say, I only want to deal with adults. It's the only one I'm going to conversate with. Good. Let's start with your fucking wife. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it because it could have cost a kid their innocence. And all you guys, all of you out there that give clicks and views to these people that are demented, they're cemented in their inhibitions. Let me tell you something about Houston Wade. Houston Wade, you couldn't walk the streets the rest of your life with the idea that, hey, I'm a professor. Oh, no, I'm a YouTuber. No. You have a title, and it's called a child fucking predator, and it's going to go with you the rest of your life. And guys like me, we don't let shit up. We don't let it go. Never. While everyone out here is celebrating shit, let's go watch some fucking arbitrary boxing match. Educate yourself on what you've been surrounded with and why they're promoted and why they're put on stage and why they're shoveled in front of you. So you can have a mindset like that? Oh, he probably just needs some help, or probably just a program. Maybe he's just sick of the mind. You think he's the first one? Have you seen the kids they put in front of you? And when I'm saying kids, I'm talking about people like PP Seeds, people like Michael, people they choose to put in front of you. You need to be aware. Oh, you want to come at me? Come at me, babe. Come and let's go ahead. Put all my shit on the table like I'm B Rabbit. Put it out there. What are you going to say about me that I haven't already said about myself? These fuckers live in the dark. They live in the shadows. And then they tell you how they want to invest. Fuck that. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I cussing? Go to church. You might find a pastor or two that you might not trust. I want to thank you for the 10 free memberships there, Michael Venuti. Means a lot. I'm going to read the chat. I couldn't be more angry than I am tonight. Because if you saw me with my sincere answer last night, my sincere answer was, I pray it's not Houston Wade. I didn't wish it upon you, Houston. But then your brother confirmed this afternoon on Twitter that it is you. And the scariest part, because I've been through the training and I am severely educated on you pedophiles. Just so we're clear, I know it's been announced before, but I'll say it one more time. I am a graduate of the Capit School for the United States Army for Children Abuse Prevention Interrogation. I was the Capit investigator for my unit and my Peninsula and 8th Army MACOM soldier. Me. I can't make the shit up. I have all the awards in the world. I can show you a certificate right now within the next minute to show you that I graduated. So what does that mean? I'm the worst nightmare for people like you, Houston. That's what that means. I didn't wish it upon you, though. But I do know this. I know it's not your first time. Statistically speaking, I know it's not your first time. It's the first time you got caught. Whether you're out there rubbing one out, thinking about it, whatever you're doing, and apologize for being so candid, but don't apologize because this is what's real. I'm not going to sidestep and tippy toe off this shit. In the past, I worked for corporate America. They would force me to say things or they would word it to me another way. You can't do this. You're a representative of this. I say, I don't care what you tell me, man. Certainly not tonight. I mean, just think about this. Where do you draw the line in the sand? Is it with children? I hope so. I hope you're on the side of good versus evil. But my point is, all you people out there that can't see the common denominator, then you should go see who Adam Aaron is. And you should see who Houston Wade is. And we'll see how long that list gets, whether it be Leon Black or anyone else in the fold. And don't start telling me, well, it might be your president. I don't give a fuck who it is. If it is, guess what? He's on the same list. The list of people you can't trust, the list of people you don't want to associate with. Or are we all just going to put on a shiny jacket and some sparkles and say, hi, I'm living in the history of my husband? Is that what we're going to do too? Is that the next one? I only let shit fool me in the moment. I promise you, man. I cried for Erica and Charlie. I did. I was hurt because I thought she was hurt. Not 1 ounce. I knew something was up when I was watching the memorial service. The minute I heard all his friends and family, or not family, just friends, talk about him as if he was just a pawn in the game of TPUSA. But the real thing, I've never told you guys this. I've never said this out loud to anyone. But I'm going to explain it to you guys. And I'm going to let somebody tell me I'm wrong on this, okay? Somebody get this to Candace Owens. This is the biggest indicator that something was wrong. If your husband was assassinated in front of the world, don't worry how I jump topics here. I'm just showing you how real I am with my analysis. If your husband was assassinated in front of the whole world, and it was a gun, and you're going to go in front of a crowd of 60,000 people, and when you walk out, you could go over here behind the bulletproof glass where you're safe and you might feel a little safer. Because the biggest fear in your life would be what? Someone shooting you. Erica walks out and she stops for the fucking video of the sparklers coming up, and she's not even protected by the bulletproof glass. She stops and sits there like this. Charlie. And I'm saying to myself, bitch, you might get shot. Right? Or am I crazy? Or you're not startled enough. Then you walk, you get behind the glass, you do your little speech, you come back, and you stop again. It blew my mind. I'm watching in real time. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? Okay. She bringing the president out? Is she going to hug him in the same spot? Is she trying to get him killed too? That's how my mind works. Huh. I'm supposed to read the chat at some point, but I'm sorry. I'm in it. I'll promise you right now, I will not lay off Erica Kirk. Ever. She'll never have my vote. She'll never have my vote. Trivializing and marginalizing. I won't rub the back of your head. Ooh, no Israel planes. Ha 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 ha. Israel's not on the ballot. Like, what the hell are you doing? She's traumatized and a female. Bro, I haven't had to block and ban a moderator in a long time. This fool's about to lose a whole friendship over a comment online. Swear to God. Fucking guy. Lose my number this year, bro. Lose my number. 2026, New Year. Hey, and we already know I established this. I do it every year. For those assholes on New Year's Eve that tell me, I'll see you next year. Get the hell out of here, bro. Freedom Sham God says, I love this show, bro. Yeah, Erica just endorsed JD. Don't get me started, bro, with these guys. I can't. Did JD say he's running? Or are we just doing it? Okay, Erica, you told us we're going to do it? Okay. Fake as fuck, bro. Fake as Pamela Lee Anderson's boobies. That's how fake she is. Yeah. Don't get me started, bro. Her next endorsement, Caitlyn Jenner. We know. We know. Anyway, bro, she out here dating everybody. Seriously, dating everybody. Yeah, and you know what's the biggest thing about this right here? Candace family connection sus too. Yeah, we get all that. I don't even get Candace's husband wasn't assassinated. Candace not trying to run for president. This shit's crazy. Let me tell you, when I see it all go down, I'm like, are we serious right now? You mean to tell me? Oh nah, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Me and Emma might throw hands in the street, bro. Yeah, Erica doesn't own anything. No, here's the crazy part. Tell me if I'm crazy. Like this super employee just comes out of anywhere. She wasn't even qualified enough to be more than his wife, and nobody knew who she was. Now all of a sudden she's front and center, and she's qualified to do it all. And I'm just like, I love my wife. I love my wife. I tell you what, my wife can't do. Charlie said to me, I married you. You'll figure it out. Bitch, have you ever tried to tell your wife that? I married you. You'll figure it out. Excuse me? I asked you what you want for dinner, and you said you married me and I'll figure it out? Yeah. Don't ask me if I'm hungry. You know I'm hungry. But you'll figure that shit out. Yeah, you figure it out. Don't even start, babe. I ain't the choosy one around here. I said I'll eat anything. Literally anything. You said you would too. I start naming shit. You don't want it. What the hell? Some bullshit. Oh, babe, I'm so starving. I could eat anything. Okay, well, I'll get Jack in the Box right now. You want 2 tacos and curly fries? Okay, cool. I got you. Ew, gross. Jack in the Box. Oh, my God. What is that? Are we poor? Are we eating poor people food? Ugh. Last time I got Jack in the Box, got the shits. Thanks, babe. Thanks for telling me that one. I guess we're not hanging out tonight. That shit ain't cute. Vegas is going to be lit. Like Almo. Oh, yeah. Houston is a pedo, and you talking about Erica Kirk. Yeah. I can do both. What? It's my show. You know, this show's so small. The format's mine. The show's small. I can talk about whatever I want. That's the beauty of it. I can just change topics. Boom, here, new topic. Rat Pryan. Do you know who Rat Pryan is? Anybody? Rat Pryan. Pat Ryan, congressman, went to Congress today and tried to talk that shit, saying Collectors Universe is a monopoly and needs to be investigated and broken up. Why are they attacking Collectors Universe? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, because their guy is on our board of directors and their partnership is with GameStop. Let's remember what I told you about this. You could kick private equity out of your company. Kick it out. Do it right. You're doing your company right. Guess what happens now? Now private equity is all around you. And they're trying to attack you from the outside. They can't get in, but now they're going to world up. So what did Pat Ryan do today? Pat Ryan. Oh, I want to let you know that Collectors Universe, with them buying Beckett. Who the fuck do you care about cards? They're cornering the market. Why do you care about grading comic book and cards? The hell? I never heard these guys. PSA already does 80% of the market cap. How much do you think Beckett is? I'm going to go at like 3%, 5%. Literally, that's how much addressable market cap of this said film. No way. No way this is the problem. This is their way of attacking GameStop. And I'm going to tell you something else about this. And I haven't even really dug too far into it, but I'll do it for you now. Right here, Congressman Pat Ryan demands the FTC do investigation into Collectors Holdings' attempt to monopolize trading card grading. This is only an issue because they're partnered with GameStop. Remember I told you this. But the part that I've been looking at, I came over here to this company. I want to see this one right here because he used to run this company, this guy. Pat Ryan was on this board of directors here at this company on some AI infrastructure bullshit. I'm just checking it out real quick. Hold on. Oh, there it is. In 2025, Data Miner, okay, announced 3 separate funding rounds. In March 2025, it raised $85 billion. In April 25, a further $100 million obtained from Fortress Investment Group. Boom. Got him. Got him. Anybody know Fortress Investment Group? Is it just me, or did the Dodgers walk into the room? Or did the Sovereign Wealth Fund walk into the room out of the UAE? No? Here, I'm reading it with you right now. Oh, former partner at BlackRock got that part. I don't care about that stuff. I'm going to keep going down. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for. Fortress. I know who Fortress is. I know I'm right because this is the dude. Oh, here we go. It was reported that Fortress nearing a deal to sell its stake on OneMain to Apollo Management, private equity, right? But there it is. It was announced that Fortress Management Team and Mubadala Capital, they would acquire Fortress equity held by SoftBank Group. Abu Dhabi location. The Fortress opened up an Abu Dhabi location. Why? Because it's a private sovereign. It's a sovereign wealth fund out of there. And look at what they own. Red Lobster, K&G Luxury. Look at this. Spa Hotel. What all this crap? I don't even know what this stuff is. What is this? A Unimani Burger, whatever. Ski resort, Canadian ski resort, Rail American. We don't care. Wow, I'm gonna get there. Penn Gaming. Remember Penn Gaming? Remember when that was a push? I remember when it was a push. I don't know if you guys were here then. I was here investing. They were like, oh yeah, Penn Gaming is gonna be the next partner up with GameStop. So as you can see, this company that's owned by, just so we're clear, owned by private equity and the partners of it all. I know all about it. Thank you. I'm going to come over here. And Wes Edens, remember Wesley Edens? He actually owns the Milwaukee Bucks. He was in that group photo with all of them, Jenny Buss and the owners of all the other teams. Yeah, Wes Edens ends up owning everything. Yeah, he's the founder here at Fortress. Parent company, Mubadala Capital Company. They actually own it all. They're the ones who invested $15 million into Fortress, who then in turn, Mark Walters goes out and buys the Dodgers 1 month later with the $10 billion valuation. But hey, it's all just a coincidence, because when I look at this and you go over here to Data Miner, right? You're going to go here. You're going to go to Google. You're going to write in Pat Ryan. Hey, Your Honor, Data Miner, right? Tell me something. What were you doing? Build a career, spying on left wings, whatever you were doing before. Let's see if you did all that work on your own. Right here. He co-founded something, analytics software company, and blah, blah, blah. He was a senior vice president at Data for AI platform. Who owns Data? What was he? The senior vice president. So let me get this right. I just want to get this right. You work for private equity. You're now in Congress, and you're attacking the company that private equity is leveraged against. Got that part right. I know I got that part right. But there's more to the story. So now that we know there's more to the story, let's go to the whole thing. Pat Ryan's biggest donors shift the election cycle, but recent data shows you that the biggest donors are here. Tech companies like Palantir, who is a hedge to GameStop, sure, and financial firms such as Bain Capital. So this is who is paying him, and they're his biggest donors, private equity and bullshit. And so why are you going after collectors again? There's no need for you to go after collectors. It's such a left thing. It's like out in left field, basically, not left-leaning something. I'm telling you, Congress has so many things to worry about. But right now, it's top of mind to go ahead and stop GameStop any way we can. Is this the next ByteDance thing? Is that what we're doing here? I don't know if you guys saw that that ByteDance and the boys, they came to an agreement yesterday. It wasn't talked about. TikTok is agreeing to sell and control the algorithm and the safety of the content that they allow on their platform via American interest. So the American interest companies that actually bought into ByteDance and TikTok, they get to regulate what is on the app. Hello. Marantz Rantz, blocked and banned on TikTok for a lifetime. I had 30-something thousand followers, over 1 million-something views the week that I got blocked and banned. Yeah. And how did I get blocked and banned? I just asked some questions. I just said some shit. But thanks, Pat Ryan, for going at GameStop out loud, even though I know you worked for Data Miner and they are a private equity run company. You see, there's people out there who can talk about the donors all they want. They can give you all this info. Nobody knows about private equity and connect the dots like you and I. And I'll tell you why. Because I take the time to do the due diligence that they should be doing. The minute you guys hear something come out of left field that you never thought you'd ever hear, what are you talking about? What? Becky could go bankrupt tomorrow. We bought them, we saved them. What did we buy and save? Nothing. It's a carcass. It's nothing. They have no percentage. And yet that's the problem. What was the problem we bought CGC? That was a bigger move. They're bigger than Beckett. Why weren't you bitching and moaning then? Oh, because the leverage. Oh, because the partnership. They weren't partnered up with GameStop at that time. They're partnered now. Let's attack GameStop any way we can. Remember it. Remember the pressure they're going to put on you. They're going to go after the weakest link, and that's going to be Nat Turner. They're going to go after him. They're going to pin him down. They're going to make him do some shit. I'm just telling you how this works. Nat Turner is more of an owner of Collector's Universe than Steve Cohen. Yet Steve Cohen gets the name and the notoriety because he's the big hedge fund guy, but it's Nat Turner's company. That's why he's the chair. That's why he's in charge. He's on the board of directors at GameStop, so guess what? You're going to have to take it right on the chin. Don't worry, Ryan did the same thing, Nat. Ryan took it on the chin for a guy who jumped off a building, allegedly. I don't forget these things. You know, the soap opera that is this investment called GameStop, it's been amazing. Been amazing. I can't even tell you how many distraction stocks have come into the fold and get people to try to just get you out of your position. And they'll use words like, you know, loss aversion and what did the guy tell me the other day? What's your risk of ruin? Like, what the fuck? Am I playing video games now? Is this what am I playing? WoW? You're just using words? This doesn't work for me. What's next? What's your fear factor? Well, I don't want to eat crickets and cockroaches. Not next to Joe Rogan. That's my fear factor. Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I don't want to get, underwater for like 4 minutes. Can you or would you? Anyway. There's a lot going on in the world, guys. I hope you pay attention to it when you do connect the dots. Thank you. Now, Mark Embo says, finally back to Jimmy content. Thank you. Hey, Mark, go fuck yourself. Is that the GameStop content you were looking for? We'll never see you again. Who's next? Hey, babe, welcome home. Remember Houston Wade, the fake fucking YouTuber? Yeah, he got arrested for trying to have sex with an 11-year-old. Some guy on the chat here told me he didn't want me to talk about it. He'd rather me talk about GameStop all night than the truth about what's happening out here with these pedophiles that are pushing out failed stocks. Goddamn punks. What's up, Mom? We're going to make tacos? We're going to make dinner right now? You and I? Together? We're going to do it?
Oh.
I just want a partner. Oh,
I'm sorry. I was told that you were making me dinner. Oh.
I'm going to make you dinner, babe. I'm going to do it. Just me.
By you.
But just me. Just me.
I was told by you. I'm making you dinner.
I wanted a loving moment in the kitchen. I even throw on that Luis Miguel, Sabor a mí. I'll throw on some shit, bro. I'll be dancing around in my socks, I swear to you. Okay, what do you want, babe? You want some Robinette? Show me love? And we go out and have some Red Bulls and vodkas?
I need something to eat first.
I'm telling you, we're going to have some tacos. Look, I did the show in an hour. I was killing it for an hour. That's it.
That's how you end it?
Whatever, we're good. I love you. All right, guys, I got to go cook the wife dinner. I promised I would. It's my Christmas gift to my wife. Get it right. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Shout out to my boy Trove. If you guys haven't heard of him, go look at his channel, Trove Island. Go look at Carter's Corner Pocket. And remember me. It's Christmas, guys. We have some songs to listen to. Let's go get it. Peace.
Snow is falling, screens are glowing, just like stars begin to climb. They said sail, but I keep holding, 'cause diamonds sharpen over time. I don't need a perfect plan, just a signal I can stand. Folded in this festive night is a flame they couldn't fight. I just wanna see it break, past the noise and past the fake. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is Jimmy. Households hold the spine. Jimmy, baby, let the doubters see. I don't chase the gold, I just hold what's bold till it reads legacy. All I want for Christmas is Jimmy. That chart's been taped up on the wall, lines like echoes I recall. Households gather side by side, joy in games by firelight. Truth runs deeper than the spin, quiet strength that comes from when we believe we see the signs, drawn in bold December lines. Wall Street scuffs and marble rooms, but there's a beat beneath this tune. This candle glows against the night, proof that patience still ignites. Hold the line this Christmas time, with hands not just design, we hold yellow.
They laughed when we walked through fire, called it dead, called it done, liquidation flyer. But under the rust was a sharpened blade. We cut through noise, disciplined and unafraid. GameStop was bleeding, gutted, slow legacy retail. They said let it go, but we saw signal in the static storm. Trimmed the fat, then rebuilt the form. From dis to digits, from shrink wrap to chain, from junk stock joke to capital gain. Cut costs cold, every margin tight. RC said let's fix it right. You had to cut costs very aggressively.
No bailout, no Wall Street cheat, just clarity, chaos, and blistered feet. But still we stood, no hedge, no grace. Built our own engine in open space. Yellow, no map, no guide, just storm and tide. We made a move when the world said hide. Now truth and Bitcoin collide. Yellow, we don't borrow, we don't fold. Not sailor, not meta, not bought or sold. From meme to movement, brave and bold. Convictions, currency is gold. Yellow,
Bitcoin has unique advantages.
gold
Gold's got mass, but Bitcoin's mined. Instant, portable, one of a kind. No armored trucks, no vault, no key. Just sovereign freedom, digitally. No trust required, no paper lies. Proof of work where power flies. Store of value, try store of war. Against the system we can't ignore. Fixed apply, no printer's curse. When fiat fades, this coin comes first. It's asymmetric, it's scarce, it's math. That's why we stepped off the beaten path. Don't follow GameStop, make your own decisions independently. One chance, one ledger, one truth, not just a trade, it's a stand. When history asks who dared to believe, say your name, say it loud, say YOLO, YOLO. One spark, one plan, no luck, just a retail clan. Built a lean with the rebel's hand, now Bitcoin's in the GameStop. To the skeptics we heard it all, to the doubters we watched you fall. From a piece of crap to a signal call, now we stand and we won't stall. YOLO. We currently own 4, 7, and 10 Bitcoin. Exactly.